Hi guys, this is Real from Real News Forever. Now Dr. Fauci, who has made millions of dollars on patents of vaccines and everything else while working for the United States of America, us, has declared that it is time for us to do what we are told. We do not consent. This is trending politics, which I recommend. And there's Dr. Fauci. While speaking at a forum on Thursday, Dr. Anthony Fauci said that Americans need to stop fighting the coronavirus measures and just do what you're told. Each of our countries have that independent spirit where we don't want to be told what to do, Fauci said. Well, I understand that. But now is the time to do what you're told. So he's telling us to do what we're told. Okay, bro, I'm not buying it. Check out what Breitbart reported. Fauci spoke at the National Cathedral's 2020 Ignatius Forum about facing a second wave of the virus in the fall and the winter. We're not done. We still need to implement public health measures in a very intense way, he said. Fauci said he loved the federalist nature of the United States, but indicated it was problematic. States had different approaches to fighting the virus. We had too much individual approaches towards how we were going to handle the outbreak, so our baseline never came down to the low level where we wanted it to be, he said. And we have the video in a minute here. Fauci went on to say that there would be a large amount of people who would refuse to take the vaccine, but argued that the vast majority of Americans should take it. Yes, you should. I think there has been an anti-authority component to this. We had anti-vax people. They don't like to be told to be vaccinated, he said. Scientists are often perceived as authoritarian, and sometimes, in fact, they've made that perception themselves by the way they act. I think we can improve on that. Fauci, who's largely responsible for the handling of the first wave of coronavirus in the United States, said the first wave was not handled well. I do not believe at this point that we do need to lock down, Fauci said, but argued that a second lockdown was on the table in the future. He strongly condemned a herd immunity strategy to deal with the virus, pointing out that of the roughly 10% of the people in the United States who got the virus, there were 245,000 deaths and 10 million infections. Herd immunity, he said, would require a 70% infection rate, thus multiplying the deaths by sevenfold to an estimated 1,715,000 deaths. It's not feasible and it's not acceptable, he said. He also spoke about launching a significant study into the 20 to 35% of people who beat the virus but experienced lasting symptoms of fatigue, shortness of breath, muscle aches, and brain fog. Difficulty in concentrating and focusing. Fauci urged Americans to weigh seriously the consequences of a Thanksgiving gathering during the pandemic, especially among elderly and at-risk people. You may want to make a decision that you're just going to forestall it, he said. Now, every time I say, I'm the Grinch that stole Thanksgiving, I'm not saying that. So, here's the video of Dr. Fauci. And let us know what you think. This video will go up on YouTube on Sovereign News. Real News Forever has 2 strikes and may be terminated forever very soon. Real News Forever and Sovereign News are both on library.tv, and we are going to rumble.com also. Gab, Parler, all that. BitChute. And thank you for watching.
So are there countries that there are countries that seem to be doing well that then weren't doing so. Are there countries now that hold up as models for, pretty good response to this?
The answer is yes, but right now it seems that every country is suffering.
Yeah.
We are often compared with countries that are not comparable to us. We are not a little island of 5 million people that we can shut off. We're not a country that would accept if a ruler tells us you must do this. I was talking with our UK colleagues just today who were saying the UK is very similar to where we are now in our outbreak because each of our countries have that independent spirit, but we don't want to be told what to do. Well, I understand that, but now is the time to do what you're told. And I think it really is something that we should be doing right now.
So, all right, so what you're talking about is walking the fine line
Right.
between